Hey guys, it's Nathan with Exploring Coin Shops, and I'm back here at Quality Rare Coins with the owner himself, Gabriel Green. Gabe, how's it going?
How's it going? Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been about a month. Give us a recap of what's happened for you since this month.
Oh gosh. Well, we've had record highs with gold, record highs with silver, record highs with sales. It's been fantastic. All of you guys that have reached out from the first video and came into the shop or requested to buy stuff online, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the business. I am truly grateful. Actually, everything's been great. We've been doing a lot of shows and just a lot of people coming in and out of the shop and just exploring new avenues with coins, collectibles, and bullion. And I'm just super excited for you to be here today.
So, speaking of something off topic here, it's what would you say is the pros and cons of versus someone that does? You do a lot of shows, but you also have a lovely shop here. What are the pros and cons, would you say, of either or? Do you think one is better than the other, or just kind of balance them out?
I think that for me, it's balance. I like to have the exposure of going to a show, meeting new people, and also getting my inventory out there so that I can sell more, offer more to the community. The other thing is one of the things that the con to that is the not being here at the shop when someone comes. Like say I do a 3-day show, a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday show. I have to close the shop down. I have recently hired a new employee for the shop, and we're working on building his skills up. And once he's able to stay here at the shop while I'm at a show, we'll do that, or vice versa. Looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what it boils down to, is not being here does kind of hurt the business. However, I am doing business at the show, so it is a balancing act.
And also, it shows you typically like to go look for certain coins that some of your customers would like in the shop versus at the shows.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I do have want lists that my customers come in. They say, "Hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a 1873 Indian cent in XF." That was actually recently. That was 2 weeks ago. I went out, hit the show, was able to find that exact coin, and make that sale. So yeah, absolutely. I love that. Any want list that you're looking for, you can always email me if I have it in stock. I'll email you pictures and pricing. And then if it's something I don't have in stock and you want me to go find it for you, I'll happily do that.
Now we're going to circle back to your first video, and I apologize. I was not the best interviewer at the time. I had slacked on it. This gentleman, I forget this name. I apologize on the name of the person that left this comment. If it was you, please remind me in the comments below. But we were talking about Prooflike steel cents from San Francisco Mint last time.
Okay.
His question was, is there a telltale sign of knowing if it's going to come back as a Prooflike coin?
Okay. So that is actually a question that I asked at the beginning as well. However, who do you ask? So I was able to sit down with a grader from NGC, and I can't name that grader, but actually asked some questions about those coins and was able to come up with an answer. Unfortunately, they asked that I do not share that information publicly, so therefore I'm going to honor their request, and I'm not going to share that openly at this time. But if that person would like to reach out to me, we may have a conversation. So yeah, with being asked to not share that information, I'm just going to honor that. But that person can reach out to me, send a text, or send me an email at qualityrarecoins1@gmail.com. We'll have a conversation. So what else you got for me?
So like you just said, if you think you have one, reach out to Gabe. He'll gladly help you out on that, and you never know. What could I always ask, like last time, is there anything cool in the shop you've gotten recently in? Is there like a really gotta have coin or coins that you've recently received?
Yeah, what's cool in the shop? First thing that's cool in the shop is always, I was going to say me, but I'm going to say you this time. All right, Nate.
Yeah.
Nate, let's see. I just picked up a cool coin. Here it is. This is a neat coin. It is a, I'll let you check it out. Let me put it on this so it doesn't have that weird look. There you go.
May I?
Yes, please. 1918 over 7D.
Oh, wow.
Buffalo nickel. Super cool.
Let's see if I can get down there on that date for everybody to kind of get an idea. These new nifty cameras these days. So if you look at the top, right, you can see that over the 8 where the 7 was originally, guys. Kind of hard to show on camera, but it's really, really cool to see that over date.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Let me see what other cool things have I found. Picked up a couple.
Yes, it's in an annex holder, guys. Yes, it's okay though.
Annex holder. Yep.
It's okay.
AU50 details. Even this coin, I think in wholesale is around $9,000 in AU50. So I'm figuring it's 7,000 in XF45 wholesale. So I'm figuring $8,000 right in the middle. I think it's a great price. Another couple cool coins that I picked up recently is the 1918 Stand and Liberty quarter. Picked these up raw, and a 1917D Stand and Liberty quarter. You're more than welcome to take a look at those, please.
Now, you wrote full head.
Yes.
Can you just give a quick briefing of what they consider a full head?
Sure. So full head is on the coin. If you're looking at the coin, I'll use this just to point. Right here, you'll see the headband and the full face. All of the definition is there. So therefore, it would be deemed full head. Same thing with over here. You'd see it. And actually, I can turn this light on if that helps you.
Oh, that's perfect. Appreciate that.
Really zoom in on this. So this area, let me see where you're at.
I'll go whichever one you want.
Right, yeah, right there. All of that, having all of that definition right there on the headdress is considered full head.
Guys, these are gorgeous coins. If your standing quarter set needs it, I highly recommend. Gorgeous, gorgeous coin. Nice luster here. Full head, like he said.
A lot of people ask, they're like, well, why aren't these in holders? I literally bought these raw. These are most likely going to go off to NGC for grading. So, yeah.
Guys, if you need it for a book first, give them a call real quick.
Reach out soon. Probably go out next week.
You got 1 week to get those from them. If not, they're going to be in holders on there. And they might go up in price then, because
you never know. I graded these very conservatively, so I have a feeling that they're better than what I graded them. So.
I full-heartedly think that one of them is going to come back at 66.
Absolutely. I do too. So now's the time to get it.
Get it while the price is still good, guys, because they do go up in price when they go up higher grades, because they're hard to find in those grades.
Absolutely.
Well, what else? One thing I started doing, and we'll talk about it because we're doing, is I like to buy 1 ounce of silver from you.
Okay.
And that's a giveaway for the people. So
okay.
What do you have in 999 silver that you think would be a cool piece for somebody as a giveaway?
Absolutely. So I actually thought about this because I have different stuff. I mean, a lot of people always look for the Engelhard bars, which I put some out for sale, or they look for, different types of rounds like prospectors or cool little 1 ounce bars or Canadian maples. But actually, I got something that I think is probably pretty cool that you're really going to like. So what I pulled out was these 2 half-ounce Troy Northwest Territorial mints sealed in their original plastic. Ooh, so I thought that's a pretty cool little piece, and I thought that you would enjoy that.
Yeah, I'll take those, definitely.
Yeah, let me show you the other side.
So guys, we'll figure out what the giveaway for this one's going to be. I still remember Friday, I'm doing the other giveaway from the last video. I apologize, it's taking a little bit longer than expected.
So there. You just go just like that. Look at that. How cool is that? Yep.
That's how they're going to go, guys.
That's how you know where you got it.
Yep. They're always shipping. I always ship them with the card that I get them from, so people know.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. Absolutely.
Anything else interesting that's come in the shop recently? Any cool, fun stories of anything?
Oh, gosh.
New stuff that's come out in the world of coins that you might want to share?
Oh, yeah. Let me see. What I do with that? Let me see. I have a box here. I want to share that with you. It's a cool coin. I was actually digging through a collection that I recently purchased. Actually, I have the collection still here. So this is actually one of the books that I purchased from a customer, and it has a bunch of just random stuff in it. You know, different random coins, nothing too crazy, just, you know, some stuff. We'll just flip through a little bit, some common date stuff. This is the kind of stuff that comes into a shop, and you have to be prepared to buy it. But if you look closely, these are all error cents. Off strikes, off center strikes, you know, just cool, different, you know, collar, broad struck collars and stuff like that. And I mean, just a lot of cool, you know, D over D, D over S, stuff like this. This is cool, you know, just some neat stuff. Well, hidden in this fantastic little folder full of gems, like look at this dime, off-center dime.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's pretty cool, right?
Hard to see.
They're this broad, yeah, like, can you see it? Yeah. I can always take it out of there. This broad struck nickel.
Oh, that's really cool, guys. That almost looks like a quarter size, almost.
Isn't that neat?
That's really cool.
Check it out. And I was looking at this, and if you really zoom in, it's full steps.
Ooh. Let's see if I can get the full steps. It's hard to get, but yeah.
It's absolutely full steps. Super cool.
Yeah, that's...
So neat stuff like this comes in, you know, and, you know, people always ask, well, where do you get all this stuff? This is how it comes into the shop. I mean, look at this thing. Off-center quarter. I mean, just a plethora of really cool coins. You know, and with your giveaway, why don't you throw in one of these 43S steel cents?
All right.
Right? Let's throw that in there to that giveaway.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Just a neat folder full of stuff. You know, the guy was really into errors. So, you know, but one of the cool coins that was in here that I really thought was fantastic, and I wanted to share this with you, is the 1936 proof Buffalo nickel.
Oh, wow. Guys, this is, wow. That is so cool.
Is that neat? It almost looks fake.
I was gonna say, at first look, it looks, yeah.
There's two types. There's this type, and then there's the satin proof, which is more like a you know, like a burnished, almost like a burnished.
What they did with the Jefferson nickel in
Correct.
2009. I think
Correct.
it was?
Yeah, absolutely.
May I?
Yeah, please. So yeah, that was like the cool, like, different types.
It almost looks like a plated nickel.
It sure does. And I actually and I researched it. I took it over to the show with me over the weekend and showed it to there was the grading ANAX grading company was there. They looked at it and they said, yeah, it's absolutely good. And it's super cool because the nickels are just, I mean, they're just so crazy. I was trying to see where it was in here. I sat there and, I think it's on the online version only. Yeah, they're on the online version of the gray sheet. I was going to pull it up. But yeah, there's the satin finish and then the regular proof finish.
And it was in this. It just came right out of something like this, guy.
Right inside this book.
You never know what people are going to bring you in. Never. I mean, that's the coolest thing about the shop, right? It's just what can randomly walk in the door.
Yeah, you never know what's going to come in. And it was such a joy to just find that in there because I've actually never owned a proof Buffalo nickel before.
I've seen them a few times in my life, and that's probably one of the better ones I've seen.
Yeah, super cool, super cool. So yeah, that was the coolest, neatest, coolest thing that's come in. That came in last week on Friday.
Now with silver and gold going up, are you having more buyers or are you having more sellers when it comes to the metals?
More sellers. When the precious metals started really moving, I think it's been about 2 months. It really picked up steam within the last 30 days, and I've seen a lot more sellers than I have buyers. And it's just been interesting, and that's okay because the market will eventually level out, and the buyers will start to come back in and not be so afraid to buy precious metals, the gold and silver. I think that a lot of them are a little nervous with it moving so fast up that they're afraid that it's going to maybe pull back and pull the rug out from underneath them. Some good advice that my father gave me when it comes to precious metals. He says, son, always remember, it's the stairs going up and the elevator coming down.
Very true.
Nice example.
And with that, with metals going so high fast, has it seen any effect on like your rarity coins, or do you think how is it affecting other coins? You think like your more common date stuff, like your Morgans, you see it more in there, but nothing happened really with your rarities?
Well, I think that there is always the possibility that gold and silver can outperform the numismatic value. That has actually happened with some of the lower end stuff. However, I think like a rare, Dahlonega gold coin is always still going to be rare in that aspect, or a Carson City is always going to be rare in that aspect of the numismatic value. So it outperforming that, I don't see that happening so easily. It could possibly happen, but I don't see it happening that easy. But for some of the lower end stuff like 80S Morgans, 81S Morgans, yeah, absolutely. They're not that rare, and the silver content of that coin is easily surpassed by silver value, by the bullion value, versus numismatic.
Now, in this kind of time with metals being kind of, do you think sometimes it's better to switch off if you say like go from the bullion side and maybe look more towards the rarity coins for more of a safe haven in this aspect?
I always think that it's good to have a mix in your portfolio when it comes to coins, to have some rare coins and then also just have some bullion related coins. It's always good to have a good mix. You never want to lock yourself into one thing, because then if that market tanks, that side of the market tanks, you don't want to lose all of your portfolio value just on one side. So yeah, you got to have a good mix. You got to have gold, you got to have a little bit of silver, you got to have maybe a little bit of platinum. You got to have numismatic value coins, and then you want to have some just run of the mill, silver dollars. You got to have your mix of silver dollars. You got to have you want to have a little bit of diversity.
Now, what is your take on 90% right now? A lot of people seem like they're kind of dogging a little bit. I know a lot of dealers are selling at spot, if not under spot, on the 90%.
Sure.
Is that something you think that is always being underplayed a lot? I feel like 90% is a great buy regardless, but
if you're in it for the long haul, 90% is a fantastic buy. Keep buying. Right now, there is a situation where our wholesalers have paused buying 90%, 40%, and wartime nickels, and some specific silver, 999 silver. So with that, right now, when we buy, so if 90% comes in the shop and we're buying it, we're going to buy it, of course, substantially less than what we normally would buy it at. We're also not using Kitco bid for that purchase. We're using COMEX pricing, and we're working back of that. So the reason being is that's just what the market is calling for right now. It's not your individual dealer trying to take advantage of you or pull the wool over your eyes. It's just based on what the current market is actually calling for and allowing us to do. So it's not just one guy, it's everywhere. All of the refiners have paused purchasing those coins. So right now when we buy them, we're actually buying them. We have to hold them unless we can find somewhere another avenue to sell them, whether it be the retail market or some back channel wholesaler that's still purchasing it.
So guys, like I said, I mean, right now it's a good time to buy 90% if you're in the market for it. So that's a great thing to look for. Gabe, let them know what's happening with you as upcoming. Is there any upcoming events that you want to give a shout out about?
Sure. Oh yeah. So my next show, I'm going to be in Hudson this Saturday. It is Saturday the where are we at? Where are we at? The 18th?
18th. Yeah.
18th. Saturday the 18th, I'm going to be at the Hudson Show. Then the following week, the 24th and 25th, I will be at the Crystal River Show in Crystal River, which is a fantastic show. And then the following week after that, we are October 29th through the 1st, I will be at the Lakeland Show. What do they call that? The Collectorama Show. So then that's where I'll be. I look forward to seeing you guys all there. Come and visit me, please. Spend some money and just enjoy the show and the time. And we look forward to seeing you.
If not, you can always come by his shop here.
Sure.
And
always come by the shop.
And I'll drop all that in the description down below for you. Gabe, thanks so much. Gabriel, thank you so much for having me again. And until next time.
Till next time. See ya.
God bless America.
Amen.